Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. There's been a new update this week, so we now have a couple new units. District 20 Euro Divi, Honglu, and Ryoshu. Alongside a new Ego, Evolve Ego for Faust Everlasting. All the event stuff, right? It's all Tremor focused. We're running a Tremor team, that sort of thing. And we're going to do hard, of course. Oh yeah, you're going to see, shenanigans, I suppose. Shh. I guess it should be expected enough, right? But yeah, so... I mean, basic idea here, we want to maximize Tremor gaming, so obviously we're going to go for the Fusion Gift. We're starting with, full Wish of Stars stuff, so we've got all the starting gifts, we've got Downpour as well for the bit, and we'll see how it works. But yeah, so basic idea, Ryoshu, very good at stacking Tremor count, that's her main thing. She's good at stacking Tremor count on enemies, and also a little bit Tremor Burst. Her passive also means for Sloth Resonance, you can get, an additional Tremor Burst for basically free, which is funny. Honglu... he's got Tremor Reaver on his skill 3, but it's kind of bad because it's an entanglement and he's not a particularly fast ID. But he's just pretty good for Tremor stuff, of course, inflicting good amounts of Tremor Burst on this stuff. This skill 3 is a 3 Tremor Burst, as long as you had at least 10 Tremor count when you use the skill, right? Which is also what you need to get the Tremor Reaver entanglement going. So, simple enough. He's mostly important for Tremor teams for his Cavernous Wailing. And, of course, the stupidest of all, Faust Everlasting. This Ego is insanely stupid. Like, I can't put into words, but if you get a 5-slot Absolute Resonance when you use this Ego, it inflicts 20 Tremor Potency and Count. Which, and also it has 4 Tremor Bursts on it. It's a 4-coin Ego. And depending on how things go, it can potentially be up to 12, right? You're going to see event loading screens. Unfortunate. We can actually get a good look at you without, any sort of filters going on now. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. Of course, Euro Divi, he's got the funny Euro Divi scarf. He's a detective-y guy. He's got, like, a cane, like, scythe weapon, which is pretty cool. And similar type of thing going on for Ryoshu. She's got, like, a more classical, like, kind of like, whatever the type of wrench is called. Monkey wrench? Is that it? It might be. Looks like it's got a little face on, which is funny. She's also got the magnifying glass thing. More Euro Divi stuff, right? But yeah, it should be a mostly standard run. Also, because the event is going on, special event stuff will happen in the Mirror Dungeon from time to time. I haven't done any Mirror Dungeon since the event started yet, so I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. I assume it's going to be similar to the Blade Lineage event, where we just might randomly encounter, like, event stuff here and there. Yeah, there will be spoilers for the entire event. Not only the loading screen, but, like, I'm pretty sure we're going to get the chance to fight the final boss of the event, on floor 5, I do believe, so... something to just be wary of, right? Yeah, we'll try seeing if we can get some stupid Tremor stuff going, though. Because it would be really funny if we could, right? We'll have to see. I also think I need to reorder my units. I think the order might have been wrong, because I'm still using the order from the event, which isn't exactly what I want. It's close, but not quite. Unfortunately, we don't quite kill all in this turn, but we'll kill them all next turn. The fact that we're going to have Downpour plus alongside Tremor Reverb stuff is going to be really stupid, that's for sure. Want to get the very Green Spirit as soon as possible, because that's really nice for stacking a bunch of Tremor on the target. Funny loading screen. We'll see. You debuff this a little bit, we'll take the gift, right? Get it out of the pool. It's only going to be for a generic encounter, most likely. Lead synergy, I guess. We've got some Wrath, but not a lot. So, like, Wound Cleric isn't particularly good for us, right? It's still something that we can get out of the pool, though. So it's always nice. This fight now, yeah, this is definitely not the order we want it to be. Probably should just go, like, a standardish order. You like more skill slots, but you don't particularly need them to, like, the extent of some other units, I think, right? This'll work, I think. Yeah. Oh, you're not level 45. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Well, that's fine. I'm sure we'll live, but it's just a minor inconvenience, right? It's fine. Yeah, so Honglu, skill 1 and skill 2 just build a bunch of Tremor count. His skill 3 spends a lot of self-Tremor count, so... That's the rough idea. In case you hear the Ruina snapping in the background, that's my phone notification noise. It is not on Do Not Disturb right now. As it happens, but It's gonna be like that. If you keep on hearing weird Ruina snap sound effects in the background, it's because my phone is making noises because I need to be paying attention right now, so apologies for that. It might not even be picked up by the mic, right? I don't know. I feel like it has been picked up by the mic in the past, and people have been confused by it, but it's kind of dependent on like the positioning of the mic and stuff, I think, so who knows. Also, I believe there's a new fusion gift for the event as well. I believe I've seen the images that you guys. I don't know how to get it, but I think you can merge the pocket watch and the time, or like in the clock hands together, or something like that, and get assumably an even stronger tremor fusion gift, which is nice. Issue is if the event floor is only on floor 5, we're not going to be able to have access to it very long. But the good thing is we don't really need to trial and error it, because ever since they made some changes to fusion stuff, it tells you if you're going to get a fusion gift when you're about to fuse something. So we'll be able to like get a bunch of EO gifts for the event and potentially merge them together, right? We'll have to see. God, funny loading screens, that's for sure. Dawn being imprisoned for her crimes. Deserved, of course. She's a bit of a scoundrel. Not any new information or anything, though, that's for sure. More of these guys, simple enough. It's a fairly easy floor. We'll have to see what boss we get, because if we do get actual Hurtley, it's a little bit annoying, because it's a little bit of a long fight, but like, we should be able to stack enough Tremor. We've got Downpour going on. Should be able to like stagger him a bunch pretty easily. Ideally, we get Clippity-Cloppity, though, because that's an easier fight. It's a faster fight, mainly, which is nice. And also, the good thing about Clippity-Cloppity is normally you can, like, never stagger Clippity-Cloppity because the stagger threshold is, like, around the same point as actually killing it. But with the Tremor team, you can't actually stagger it, so it's nice to see. And it's specifically only something for Mirrodon for Clippity-Cloppity. It's never been like that before, but they just buffed it a bunch to make it, like, a decent floor boss, I guess. And then included making it super hard to actually stagger and get benefits from staggering it. That's fine. We hit a rest stop now, we can upgrade our stuff. Everything here is upgradable, that's funny. Yeah, Downpour ++, so Tremor burst everyone 2 times a turn. Also Embrace ++, not bad for some potency stacking. We got 2 free refreshes in a row. This doesn't inflict more Tremor, so I'm not that worried about it. Same for Reverberation. I don't know, I might just save this cost. Yeah, we might upgrade those at a later date, but I like to save up stuff for the next shop. Also, the weaknesses for the 2 bosses on this floor are the exact same, so it doesn't really tell us much here. Yeah, talking about the actual event itself, it was fairly long. Okay, Clippity-Cloppity is nice. It was fairly long. I think it's the longest mid-chapter yet. I think, kind of without a doubt. I mean, that's obvious. Didn't have that much fighting in it. It probably has as much fighting as the other ones, but there was a lot more story than the previous ones, I feel like. I feel like most mid-chapters are fairly, like, story-heavy. Of course. I mean, all of the game is. I don't know why I say it like that. Like, Hell's Chicken comes to mind. There's, like, a bunch of random shenanigans in the middle. SEA comes to mind, where the combat is pretty nothing compared to the gameplay, right? Or, combat's nothing compared to the story. But, yeah. I liked it a lot. I liked Hubert. Herbert, God. He's very awesome. I like him a lot. Because I've gotten, you know, a full night's sleep since I played it, I can actually think through, I've actually thought through my thoughts on some random things a lot, and so much ominous stuff happened there, like, so much. Point of it being a little bit concerning, just a little bit. But that's fine. The fact that Limbus is just selling monoliths to investors is really interesting. Virgilius didn't even know about that part. He was about as surprised as Dante was. But Faust was like, it's just how it be. And it's an interesting idea, because I think Faust made a point about it being like, yeah, even, you know, all inventions of the city, like, hurt people or whatever. What if something good comes from it or something, right? Or, what is it? A lot of the horrors in the city come from good intentions. Path to Hell paved with good intentions, that type of thing. Which is really interesting. The actual boss itself, Time Ripper, pretty cool. You know, 12 brains together. He would have loved the reverb ensemble if he had been distorted a little bit earlier, right? That's for sure. And it's a funny fight, too. 5 body parts. They really haven't done enough with body parts, I feel like. It's a fun mechanic to have to worry about, but most fights, I mean, Candle 6 especially, like, there was so little body parts. The only time there were body parts at all was Heathcliff the Heartbreaking, I'm pretty sure. I think that's, like, the only time body parts showed up at all beyond just one in Canto 6, right? And even then, once you broke the other body part, it just... Well, you'd just be fighting against one body part again. My outpost early, that's nice. Okay, and we can just grab the Bell of Truth here. Any particular you want from any of these floors? Because some floors do have special EU gifts that, like, might be worthwhile. Namely, like, if we can go to the Nelly floor, we could get the Butler's Handbook, which would be fairly nice for us, right? Because then we could fuse it with, the other really weirdly named EU gift that I can't remember the name of. And we could get the Pocket Mirror, which is a Tremor gift. And could be funny. Let's see, what do we want here? Good question. We're looking for Tremor Self, of course. We don't really need boys. Heathcliff skill change. We don't really want a Heathcliff skill change, unfortunately. Simply just because, well, Tremor Decay doesn't really work too well with this team, does it now? Venomous Skin. Kind of don't want to get it, because if we get this, Glupo won't show up in events, and I'd like to get his actual good ego gift. Do another Tremor refresh, see if we get anything good. Mirror's Tactile Synesthesia. Okay, we need this. That'll be good in the future. Should've just gone for the Rodion skill change, but I got greedy, right? Wanted to see Honglu or something. That's fine. But yeah, so Mirror Tactile Synesthesia can be fused with the Butler Handbook in order to get the Pocket Mirror, which is a Tremor fusion gift. It's someone I've gotten before, but I don't think I've ever actually gotten it for a Tremor team, so it could be nice. If we just try and get like a floor 4, certain world. That's the name of the floor, right? A certain world. I think that could be fun. We'll have to see, though. And then floor 5, we can actually go to the event one, assumably. Once again, I haven't actually done a mirror dungeon yet with this event. I wanted to go into it relatively unaware of exactly what's going on. Because so far, we haven't seen any event nodes just in the random floors yet. So are they only going to be limited to the special floor or something? To prevent the issue of, you know, mirror dungeon becoming a little bit too, like, overabundant with the event stuff during the event. Because it definitely was the case during Blade Lineage event. Especially since it's a 4-week-long event, right? Having a lot less variety in the mirror dungeons for that amount of time could definitely be rough. Oh, Daring Decision staggers here. We might actually be able to see Ryoshi's passive in action because we got the Sloth Resonance. Yeah, let's see. Ryosha should follow up with a... Yeah, she got a free skill 1 there. You can see it's not on the bottom thing. That's her passive in action. 3 Sloth Resonance. And the first person gets staggered in a turn gets followed up by a Ryoshu skill 1 that's a little stronger and has a burst on it. Which means it is the first time we have a skill 1 with a burst, which is funny. It's a conditional type thing, and it's more so the passive that bursts, because like the skill 1 itself doesn't unless it's triggered by the passive. But it's still fun. Cool stuff, right? Cool stuff. I'll have to see how I feel about the Tremor Reeds. You're probably going to be a little overpowered. Maybe I shouldn't have started with Downpour, because that's kind of a little overkill for a lot of runs. It means we're going to be doing so much Tremor Bursting, but like, the hope is we can just absolutely demolish some bosses here, right? I'm also curious how the Time Ripper is going to work as the floor 5 boss here, because the actual Time Ripper fight, well, it is a cool fight. It was kind of annoying mechanically for mirror dungeons because of the fact that there was like several like points where you couldn't get his HP below a certain point before it would just trigger like a cutscene, right? And I wonder if it'll work differently in the mirror dungeon version. If there's going to be like none, or if there's only going to be one, like you get him to like a certain HP, then he goes to second phase. I don't know. Because they do this kind of thing for like Farm Watch, right? Other fights like that where you can get them to half HP, but then you can't get them any below there, even in mirror dungeon. So they might do something like that for Time Ripper too. We'll have to see. Also, I find it annoying how we don't even know the name of the guy that the Honglu identity is for. Despite meeting him, despite him being like a notable person, he just doesn't get a name. But you know who did get a name? Bumble, the stupid factory owner guy. He was funny, I guess. Right? He a good character, good bit, right? How he just kind of gets a good ending where he's, you know, gotten his portrait now and he's all happy. It's so funny how it like cuts back to him after the after you've basically beaten the mid chapter, and he's like, "Wow, my portrait's in. Everything's going so well. I'm exploiting these workers so hard right now." Smile. Bumble, sure is a character. Undeniably so, is a character. Let's see if we can do some decent damage this turn. I don't think we're going to kill all of them this turn, especially not with my planning. I'm kind of on autopilot right now. It's early floors, so I think we can still get away with it. Okay, nice turn bursting. We're not even bothering Ego yet. We're just building up resources. Maybe I should have grabbed Zippo lighter just so we would be able to more consistently get our Egos off later on, but if we just don't really Ego that much these first few floors, we're going to be pretty fine. And I usually don't Ego too much the first few floors. I like to save resources. It's better that way, I think. Right? Simple enough. And you guys should all die now. Yeah, cool. Don't have a lot of gluttony. We don't need gluttony for anything, I don't think, right? So that's fine. Cool. Down they go. We might get an Ego gift from that, thanks to it being a focus encounter. More Tremors would be nice. We wanted Gleppo's Eye, of course. Nothing, that's fine. Might find Gleppo's random event, though, so that's what we're going to hope for. Perversion is pretty nice. More resources is good. It's only more resources than stuff we already have, but I'm pretty sure we've got a little bit of everything on this team, right? It's decently balanced in that regard. Yeah, like, we don't have a lot of Gluttony, because it's only the 2 new units skill 3s, but, that's fine, because yeah, if you look at what we need Gluttony for, it's just Representation Emitter, Dimension Shredder, and Sun Shower. 2 of which not being Tremor, and Sun Shower is only a Tremor Burst on crit, I'm pretty sure. It inflicts some Tremor. No, it doesn't. It doesn't inflict Tremor. Is the Corrosion the one that inflicts Tremor or something like that? Is that the bit? No, it doesn't inflict Tremor ever, but it triggers Tremor Burst, but only on crit, so yeah. We're pretty fine without Gluttony for the most part. Just might be nice for the sake of, having Egos to clash with and stuff, right? Representation Emitter is nice to have. Okay. Another thing, I think I say this every time with Tremor teams, and I never actually follow up. I'd like to get, like, a little thing for charge, simply so that Rodion's a little better off. I think I might have turned down a really good gift at some point for charge, didn't I? Was the one gift there? It might have been. I might have already been throwing on that regard, but if we can make it your serious skill 2 is a little more reliable, that would be pretty cool. Okay, we're getting the Sloth Resonance, nice. Yeah, unfortunate thing with Sloth Resonance on this team, of course, is the fact Heathcliff doesn't have any Sloth. And he basically never will, right? We can manipulate that to our advantage, though, because for the sake of, because we need a Sloth Absolute Resonance of 5 to get the maximum benefit out of, Everlasting, right? So what we simply do is the setup turn before we want to do Everlasting shenanigans. We just use binds on Heathcliff, so he binds himself so much that he won't be able to actually be faster than anyone, so everyone else can go for the Sloth Resonance. And that might just be funny enough. Set up a stupid amount of Tremor on a target, right? That's the plan. Okay, that's Ebony Queen. Simple enough. I do think so. It's an easy fight. You're binding us all a bunch. Not that it really makes that big of a difference. Our pure stuff isn't good, but that's fine. And here's Tremor count by 3 isn't exactly nice. We might have you... Actually, yeah, you did hit that. That'll work. We'll do Tremor setup-y things this turn, first and foremost, right? Usually good enough start, right? Sure, go for that. Looks good enough. We're letting some attacks go through, but your attacks don't do much damage, if any. At least this is nice for Tremor, at least, because it's good for also being Brace, because it is Wrath. Stagger, cool. We're revving up one of these just so you get a little bit of charge on yourself, yeah. Just so you can get a good skill 2, or I guess just a random skill 3 off next turn, most likely. Almost stagger plus there, darn. Would have been nice, but that's fine. We did stagger plus it. Okay, cool. So downpour actually works for that regard. Good to know. Good to know. All right. For a second, I thought this was Hong Lu because I can't really distinguish their portraits too well because they're both, you know, monocolor. For a second, I saw this. I saw that there was no sloth skill here, and I was worried we didn't have cavernous wailing, which would have been funny. I wouldn't have been that bothered, but wouldn't funny. Yeah, I thought Hong Lu with fast swipe was gonna try cavernous wailing to kill you, but I don't think we really need to. I think we should just be able to kill you the old-fashioned way. Because we get Tremor Decay off as well, which is going to be very funny here. Metallic Ringing, just straight-up kills, yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't, because you have Tails. That's fine, then. Daring Decision kills with the Tails at max sanity. That's a victory. We get the other part of our fusion gift now, Bell of Truth. Resilience fine, we get another Ego gift. We'll just take Lithograph, I guess, for a little bit of healing. Not bad. Random Ego gift, of course. Late Bloomer's Tattoo. We've got some pride. That works, actually. Let's see, what do we want here? I mean, we probably just want Green Spirit, right? Since it's pretty good for us. And like I was saying, floor 3, our choice doesn't really matter too much, yeah. We'll take Green Spirit. It's just nice to have. Shame this means we won't be able to upgrade till the end of floor 4, but more Tremor potency is always nice to be able to set up to our fullest potential. Yeah, fusion time. Pulled out Tremor, Bella Truth, and you. Guaranteed to get coupled oscillation. There we go. So now we inflict Tremor to all enemies at the start of a wave. Whenever we Tremor Burst, we get more Tremor and Fragile. And if you get to trigger 3 Tremor Bursts on target, immediately stagger them and create new stagger thresholds on them. Which is a very funny effect, that's for sure. Once again, could upgrade these? I might. You know what, let's upgrade Sour Liquor Aroma a lot. I ignore these ones a lot because they don't actually increase Tremor, like, output. They just debuff enemies a bunch and make you deal more damage, but it's still very nice to have that sort of thing, right? I'm only underestimating them because it isn't as funny to go for stuff that gives you damage ups as it is to do stuff that gives you, like, status effect ups. Right? Or at least that's how I always look at it. Okay. Risky encounter here, or an elite encounter here. Gotta remember, that's the correct terminology. Silly me. And just you guys. But yeah, it does seem like the event stuff is only gonna be on the event floor. Which is a shame. You know, you might think it's gonna be good for the future, but for this run in particular, we kind of really want the new Ego gifts. Because, like, they're really good for Tremor stuff. I've seen a couple of them. Although none of them I saw were super insane, I don't think. I didn't really read them too much. It was 2 in the morning, so I was kind of at the point where I figured I was trying to speed it up a little bit, right? You know how it goes. Nice, daring decision. Accuse this guy being the culprit, as you do. Really didn't take a lot of effort to stack so much Tremor right now for us, which is cool to see. Love to see enemies tremoring out. Like, there's really not much we're missing beyond the floor specific you get to this point. Like, I'm gonna get Green Spirit, and, like, obviously I'm gonna want Melty Eye, which I might just get randomly from an event, because I don't have either of the Toad gifts yet, so I could still get them. If we see Toad, maybe I'll try and get both. It's not a bad idea to get both. And a Melty Eyeball is the one that's really important, though, so I might just take it so I don't have to fight Toad. And it's probably not too bad for this team, though, right? Just wail, choose one of the eyes and just beat it to death. I'll take this. Why not? Gamble. No dice. That's fine. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you win. You know, that's a gambler's creed is that, you know, you might lose, but you could win a lot more than you could lose, right? And I think that's a good creed to live by, right? Surely. Cool. Yeah, a lot of tremor bursts and stuff staggering all these enemies. They've got so much fragile on them. All that good stuff. In future shops, we also really want to make sure we get more skill 3s for, like, the applicable people, right? Because it would be really nice to have them, that's for sure. Just having more tremor bursts available, especially for the people that, like, don't really have a good tremor ego on them. Because, like, Heathcliff, for example, like, his skill 3 is his only way to really do much with tremor. Unfortunately, it also changes the tremor amplitude type. But if we set up superposition beforehand, it should just get added to the mix, I'm pretty sure. I haven't messed around with it too much, but that's what it seems to be. You trigger tremor type on superposition, and it just gets added to the mix for the turn. Old wooden doll. Sure. I guess I'll take it, right? It's fine. Alright, I don't remember what I was just saying a minute ago, but we press on, right? We press on. Keep on seeing how stupid we can get the tremor going. I guess, like, another thing I want to do, and it's probably not going to happen this run, but I guess we could try it. I want to get all 4 tremor types on a single target, right? Or, I say all 4, but there's technically 6 now, isn't there? Not including superposition, which I guess counts as the 7th. Because there's 2 of them that are enemy exclusive, right? Because there's, chain and there's distribution, right? Chain being exclusive to T-Corp guys, and distribution being unique to the Eurodivier enemies. Ours does not have that one, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately you don't have distribution, honestly. You really could have. Because, like, honestly, your skill 3 Tremor Reverb isn't the biggest deal. Could have, like, instead of that, could have had, like, and because it doesn't even overlap with tremor distribution at all, since that's a self-tremor conversion type. The only one we've seen so far that, you know, benefits the self-tremor. And it really makes me wonder why we don't actually have any self-amplitude conversions after getting so many of them, because, like, then it actually gives a decent purpose to self-tremor, right, beyond just being a bootleg charge, right? I don't know. In time, but yeah, I want to see if I can stack all 4 in the same turn. It's very doable, I presume. Just got to make sure, like, either Honglu's skill 3 or Faustigo goes first, and then you just need to. Really, the only big issue is speed values and making sure that Heathcliff has a skill 3. That's the only one that isn't on an ego, right? The other 3 are all on ego, so you can use that. And if Heathcliff comes first, like, speed-wise, you're just doomed. So you could always try using binds there, like, to slow him down, make sure that that issue doesn't show up, right? Something like that. There's a lot of possibilities. Okay, you guys should be simple enough. We got a lot of blunt on this team. It's not as blunt-heavy as it used to be, because we've got a fair bit of pierce now with these new ones. They've also got a bit of blunt, but, like, blunt skill 1, pierce, pierce. And you're similar, right? Blunt skill 1, pierce, pierce, yeah. It's a bit more pierce, which we already had a little bit of because we had stuff like Rose Spanner, right? The only slash... I think, is the only slash on any Tremor ID Molar Otis skill 1? It might be. Does Molar Yisung... I don't remember Molar Yisung. He might have a slash. I feel like he's like blunt pierce, though. Am I wrong for that? Is he slash pierce? He's probably slash. That would make more sense, I guess. I don't know. I also don't remember what Molar Sinclair does. Like, on an actual competent Tremor team, though, your skill 1's the only slash. Oh, you're also slash. What am I saying? You've got slash skill 1 and skill 2. I completely forgot you exist for a minute there. My apologies, good. It happens, right? I go off on a tangent not even relevant whatsoever. But yeah, Tremor isn't as blunt heavy as it used to be. It's still very blunt heavy because a lot of the strongest units have blunt, right? And logically, Tremor is going to be very closely tied to blunt because, like, of what it is. Oh, you got whacked a little bit. Oh, you're fine, though. And they should have made it so that Ryoshu's passive could allow her to attack allies that get staggered first if an ally gets staggered. I think that would be a very bad change to make, but it would have been very funny if there was a big downside. Okay, that's frog. I almost called it crab, which is not exactly what it is. It's also not a frog because it's a toad, but you know, what did this say? I almost said yin yang, but that's I think I'm going to say something like potato, potato, tomato, tomato, right? Yin yang is not a relevant comparison in the slightest to that. I don't know. I really don't. Shh. That's how it goes for them. These entire things speak to envy. Tend to just go all in like the body or something. No stagger resist, really. Is it not? It's staggerable, I thought. Well, that's fine. We'll go all in on the right eye then. Or, I guess, what's better for us? Gloom or Wrath? It could reasonably go either way, I feel, right? I think so. Alright, I'm overthinking it, though. We'll just do a bunch of shenanigans this turn, right? We'll set this up this turn, actually. We can probably hit all three with a decently timed attack, right? Just do a little bit of, like, this, and then bam, all three. We'll clash, like, something weak against you, maybe. Yeah, that's fine. It's also likely to lose the clash, but I'm not that concerned. We'll do something like this. Why not? Spread ourselves a little bit. Right? It'll work. Sure. Good enough. Should have gone more so into the Wrath one if we weren't even using Gloom skills, but that's okay. We get our Cavernous Wailing. We frog the frog, as they say in the business, the frogging business. And we'll be able to do stupid amounts of damage. As you'd expect. Oh, you're losing. Okay, you pulled through at least. Lost a coin, but that's fine. Her first coin is the one that inflicts all the tremor, though, unfortunately. I don't think she had much tremor count itself because it's first turn, though, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Left eye has been staggered. Cool. Not really shocking. Left eye is almost broken. It did get broken there. Oh, you're corroded. A little bit unfortunate. Counterpoint, though. Oh, we're gonna kill this guy. Left eye is the best target. Cool. We actually don't have a lot of Tremor Burst this turn, do we? Well, that's fine. We'll just attack you a bunch. And, this burst Tremor at least, right? Yeah, twice. Cool. That'll work, then. You'll definitely die by that point. But yeah, just you don't have enough charge, so it's literally not a Tremor Burst this turn. We didn't have any of them prepared because we used all our skill 3 stuff last turn. That's fine. Cavernous Wailing will do a good job. It's hitting Rodion here too, but she'll handle him, sure. And this is a double Tremor Burst on, you know, each part hit, and it's hitting 2 parts of the frog, so a little bit of damage. Yeah, cool. Tremor Reaver finishes the job, as you'd expect. And we get our Green Spirit now, which is a little bit more Tremor Potency. Although we're not really having trouble stacking Tremor Potency. This makes it even faster, though, which is funny. No dice, that's fine. Okay, we want a certain world here without a doubt. Venomous Skin being option, that's a little unfortunate. We'll have to get Melty Eyeball from the shop then, but it's worth it. We can probably fuse for the Pocket Mirror, if not, or fuse for the Butler Book if we don't get it. I'm pretty sure it's a status effect less, if I'm not mistaken, so we can't, like, roll for it in particular, which is unfortunate. Get Faustus go 3, that's a good choice. No. Nothing. Getting a lot of free refreshes, which is nice. We're not seeing the Butler Book, though, which is kind of unfortunate. Charge-type gloves Would be really nice for us, yeah. I'll take it. Let's see, we want to try getting one more funny refresh in, potentially. We can sell Wound Clarity, we can sell Fiery Down. We'll do one last refresh for good luck, right? But, you know, Outlook not so good. Yeah, no, okay. That's fine. Hopefully we can get it by the end of this floor, then. We don't really want to fight you, so we'll just take that for free. More cost, potentially, from selling it, right? Oh, this is nice. Is yours the good one or the bad one? Yours is the one that heals people, right? Based on charge spent. Yeah, we don't really need that. I think it's Wayward Passenger that's got an actually fairly decent other ego gift, because it's one that just gives charge to people who don't have a lot of charge. Really good for Roseby and Ruina in particular, I think. That's fine. Okay. Some of these guys, simple enough. You've got more skill 3s, so that'll be funny. Oh yeah, we gotta actually pay attention to the turn order a little bit more, since the Gloom guys are always super fast for some reason. So on and so forth. Looking good. We'll have to get our sanity up a little bit for some people, especially hauling loose since, you know, corroded. But that's just kind of how Blubbering Toad is, right? A little rude in that front. Making us lose a bunch of sanity on a Sinner, just corroding him. Because we did a little bit too much damage. Also, because we stacked to 99 Tremor on all the body parts, that's 200 damage to all body parts with Downpour++, because it bursts Tremor twice every turn. So it's a little bit of damage, right? Let's see, Ragam of Screws should do it fairly well here. And you won't spend all of your Tremor charge here for once, thanks to starting out with a little bit more, right? So that's nice. They're all staggered up. I remember, like, when I've been playing through Ruina recently on stream, and, like, I keep on getting thrown off by charge, because I keep on expecting it to go down each turn, but it just doesn't, which makes it so much better there to actually manipulate stuff. The fact charge goes down over turn in this game kind of makes it a little bit annoying, usually, because it makes the numbers not work out nearly as well. Although there is plenty of charge stuff in Ruina that's just super awkward. Like, whenever you see something that's, like, not a multiple of 3 or something, like, whenever you get, like, a 4 charge thing, it's a little weird, because, like, 3 charge, 6 charge, it's, like, standard stuff. But the weirder numbers can be strange. Arc Orb allows you to stack up to 20, though, which helps out a lot there. But charge here, the going down each turn just kind of makes it not feel nearly as solid, I feel. Oh, Clockwork Spring. Oh, that's pretty funny. It's a damaged up type 1, right? Clash power up, that sort of thing. So it doesn't inflict more Tremor. Not that we need to inflict more Tremor, though. That's also a pretty important thing. Okay, some of you guys. That's simple enough. Weak to slash, resist pierce, yada yada. We'll do a lot of damage. We'll stagger you guys off a bunch. All that sort of thing, right? No worries. Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, the Chief Butler's Secret Arts book is a generic one, which means we're basically not going to be able to fuse for it, right? Because we'd have to fuse for a generic tier 3, which is super unlikely to happen. I keep on going for... I shouldn't have gone for Tremor Gift there. I don't know, from that reward card. Maybe that was a bad play. That's fine. We might get it randomly, though. We gotta hope for it, because I've still not made actual use of Pocket Mirror base ever. I might have once. I might have had a random Tremor team where I had it. I might have. I don't remember, actually. Because I kept on saying, like, oh, I don't think I've ever used it, but it's possible I did. It's been a while. I did a lot of Mirror 4 runs. It's kind of hard to keep track of all of them. It might have been an off-camera one that I did really well with, right? Something like that. With the Pocket Mirror. But that's fine if so. Nice. A lot of charge thanks to the tier 4 gift. You're the only one who really benefits from it whatsoever. But I guess we could get other gifts to give us buffs and stuff for having charge. Not really my priority in the slightest. So who knows? Sure, we'll take this. Take a little bit of damage, that's fine. I really should have taken this path, though. Yeah, 2 elite encounters would have had a very good chance of giving me the Butler's Arts, or at least a reward card that could have given me the Butler book. That's alright. Might have to just live without it, which is fine. We're stacked with enough stuff either way, so I'm not that concerned. That's for sure. And we'll get even more stupid Tremor stuff next floor, most likely. Because it should be the time-killing time one. Okay. We're losing some clashes. A little scary. But we're mostly fine. Do they stack 2 amounts of bleed on us from that? Not really, 9 potency, but that's it on you. And you didn't get any, actually, huh? Well, that's fine, then. Not too concerned. They all got staggered from downpour, pretty much, so... not much they can do. Okay, we're losing the clash with Otis, actually, because she got unlucky tails. Well, then that's fine. Might have a one... I don't even think we've got a one-side going for that one, so... we might. Oh, Otis is staggered, though. Okay, you're skilled, too, at least, towards this guy. That stagger triggered lithograph, healing you up a decent bit, so that's nice. And we can just kill these 2 now, yeah. Stagger plus plus on this one. And just a normal stagger plus on this one, but you're still gonna die to the You're the Culprit, without a doubt. Cool. We've dusted them all properly. Sure thing. We're about to fight you to death, Nelly. You sound so chipper, but we are about to kill you. Yeah, this is a random... this isn't even a tier 3. That's unfortunate. Can't even be from there. I mean, I'll take Carmilla, though. I won't say no to Carmilla, right? I mean, it is Carmilla. So it's a little bit good. Yeah, we're gonna fight these guys here, because it'll help out. Go for something like that. Should work out well. Daring Decision and Vibration Compressioning this guy might be a little overkill. Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, it means you die, that's the thing, right? Oh, you died of Ryosho, actually, because we got the Sloth Resistance there, huh? So the Vibration Compression doesn't even get the chance to go off. That's a little unfortunate. At least you don't spend your charge or anything that way, though, so that's good, at least. If you've got enough charge, you'll maintain it for a little bit longer as well, so that's good. Also, have I really never noticed that they buffed this Ego Gift? I genuinely, like, care for charge so little that I might have just straight up never noticed. Yeah, that's new in Mirror 4, huh? I don't know if I've gotten this, like, basically at all. I've probably gotten it, like, in a charge team or something, but yeah, I didn't realize they buffed charge type gloves. Yeah, that's a good change. It's a very good change. Yep, I had no idea, though. Not in the slightest. Because I rarely ever run charge. I knew they buffed, like, the charge fusion gift and stuff like that. I didn't realize they buffed charge tier 4 as well. Which makes sense, because it was kind of just, like, a slightly better, but not really worth, like, the cost difference version of Lightning Rod. So, you know what? Cool change. Cool change. It means our charge is going to be even more manageable. I kind of noticed she had more charge than I would have expected previously, but I didn't really question it. But, like, I saw everyone at 7 charge, and I'm like, huh. That's weird. Do we want to try it? We can't select no keyword, really. Okay. Never mind, then. I'm just not going to bother, I don't think. We'll get Green Spirit of ++, and we'll save the rest of our cost, I think. Could upgrade Carmilla or something, but I'd like to save it for the next shop. Yeah, very unfortunate. Unless we get lucky from the reward card here, we do not get the funny fusion gift. That's fine. We don't really need it when we've already got the Tremor fusion gift, right? It's kind of overkill. Okay, your dodge is going to be vaguely annoying. That's fine. We'll do the setup-y stuff as you'd expect. Kind of tempted to have you just deal with the counter, honestly, because I don't like it. Or the evade, so that you don't gain more skills next turn, because that's an annoying thing to happen, right? Yeah, that'll work. Cool. You're not clashing. Yeah, this works. I do think so. Should be able to stack a pretty good tremor here, that sort of thing. We're only going for one tremor, like, reducing skill. I mean, I guess we're going for two, since Fairy Compression also the tremor count reduction. But you've got enough tremor count that it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Thanks to the fact that you've got both, you know. Unleashed Violence will be a little bit of tremor burst, but that's fine. Your sanity is so low thanks to lowest star. And how many blunt attacks we have, jeez. Yeah, you'll be a max tremor next turn, funny stuff. And we'll try stacking all tremor counts on you, or all tremor types on you for the bit, right? We'll have this going, we'll have to Everlasting. We need Faust to be one of the first people, though, which might not happen, depending on how things go. So we'll have to see. Inflicts a decent bit of tremor count, at least, so that's good. You've been staggered, cool. Okay, you're... Actually, we can't get all of them anyways, yeah. Because Faust would need to outspeed both Otis and Heathcliff, which she does outspeed Heathcliff, but Heathcliff doesn't even have a skill 3 this turn. So yeah, it wasn't going to happen. That's fine. Let's go for maximum funnying then. And by that I mean we're just going to attack you a bunch. And, that was Everlasting anyway, honestly. We might as well go for it, right? Might as well. Really commit to the bit, right? Potentially 12 tremor bursts, depending on how things go. Don't have enough count to make it, you know, full 50-50 on the second part of the conditional, but, like... You probably will just die to this either way, I think, right? I feel like this is also, like, the longest ego animation in the game right now. I don't know for sure, it feels super long, because, like, it feels like a full animation plays, and then it starts actually attacking at the end. And because it's a 4 coin, so this part lasts a little bit. Kind of hard to tell what's going on a lot of the time with it, too. Yeah, that was 1100 damage. Okay, you're at 30 HP. Yeah, Heathcliff finishes her off. Oh, yeah. It's a little bit strong. Only a little bit, though. It's fine. It's a little. Okay, we take Venomous Skin here. Yeah, might as well. Okay, give me... Darn. It could have been it. It was our only chance. Oh yeah, there's a time-killing time. Cool to see. Yeah, it's got a bunch of new stuff. I haven't seen that before. I think I've seen the Pocket Watch, and I've seen that one, yeah. That's cool. Does it show up here? It does, cool. I don't know why I looked at the bottom. Because I was looking earlier, and if you go to the Ego Gift Compendium, there's not blank slots for the time-killing time stuff right now. Which is weird. Even the Blade Lineage event did that sort of thing, right? It had the blank slots for them. So I don't know. Let's see if we can find some funnies. Hong Lu, give him another skill 3. You know, that's funny too, so we'll roll with that. Might as well. But we're rolling for something new, potentially. I think you physically can't find new stuff, because of the fact all the events are probably scattered on the floor. So they're already, like, preset. I've seen this one before. All Old Man gave us... Was it the Clock Hand one? I think so. We'll follow the youth, I guess. Pride Gluttony we can do. Yeah, you got this. Full Tremor team is pretty obviously going to be pretty set for most of these type of things. If you drop something in hurry. Rusted Clock Hands. Okay. Inflict, Tremor Potency, and some counter enemy with the fastest speed. I think the other one targets people with, like, the slowest speed. The same targets with a bunch of tremor at turn start. Interesting. Nothing too exceptional, but I think we might be able to fuse if we get the other one. Try to help them. Oh yeah, we get the receipts from this, don't we? Which, another fairly not particularly noteworthy thing. Was it decent? Is it the clash power to higher speed people? Do more damage against faster enemies, I see. And you can inflict bind to an enemy once per turn. That's something. This is a... Yeah. This is a, an elite encounter. It's got the double sword, but I don't care as much because it doesn't have 2 options afterwards. I want to maximize the events for now, right? See if I can get the new fusion gift, potentially. That sort of thing, right? One way of these guys, they already take a bunch of damage thanks to that, so that's funny. And because we're max sanity, we can just kind of clash these guys. They're only bad if you're at neutral-ish sanity from my experience so far, right? Just you're the culprit, this guy, just kind of for fun, right? Yeah, that guy's a little bit damaged. We don't get the funny amplitude entanglement off of the skill 3 because he didn't have enough tremor count on self yet, but that's fine. It is a shame we went to the abandoned factory floor one and didn't get built to order, because that would have been funny to get a little more tremor count on potentially Honglu, probably. We need to put him into, what, slot 2 to trigger it, which I'm pretty fine with doing. But it didn't happen so well. There's a lot of decent gifts we could get from certain floors with tremor, I guess. I mean, I say that, but it's really only built to order in the pocket mirror. And also stuff on this floor. Tremor doesn't have anything great beyond that, I don't think. Unless I'm forgetting some random Yu-Gi-Oh, which I might be. Oh yeah, Trash Crabs had something for Tremor, I think. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it's particularly good. I think the Rupture one from them is good, but I don't think their Tremor one. The Tremor one's the Spanner, isn't it? Which I don't think is very good at all. It's like a tier 1. So not something I particularly care for, I don't think. But it is something, I guess. Okay, in this situation, we'll take the Focus Encounter, sure. It's a Focus Encounter, but it is just against T-Corp, guys, if I'm not mistaken, so... Yeah. And it's only the Class 2 ones. We didn't see any of the Class 3 ones here. That's interesting. Well, that's... I mean, it's fine. Kind of surprised by that fact, but it's not a big deal whatsoever, I don't think. Roll something like that, sure. Accuse this guy of being the culprit, as we like to do. Yeah, so Class 2 guys, first turn they immediately block, because they got to get some borrowed time. They turn their self-tremor thing into borrowed time. And then, like, then onward they can actually, like, function and stuff, but borrowed time's a funny gimmick. I hope we get T-Corp IDs soon to make use of it, or at least a similar status. Wouldn't be surprised if we get one that's, like, works slightly different and stuff, but... IDs that are on time limits and you can do stuff to increase how much time they have. That's a fun bit, right? IDs you can't, infinitely stall with. Not that I ever really want to infinitely stall with anything, because it's kind of a lame strat, but it benefits it even more, right, to just let them go. Sure, roll with that. It'll work. What was up? Also, these guys introduced a new status effect. Clash Power-Up is now actually a status effect. That's what that little black arrow is at the bottom. Clash Power-Up existed before, of course, but there was no status effect for it. It was only a conditional that didn't actually, like, show up as a status effect ever. It's a fairly normal panic type. Yeah, I was gonna take a look at the panic type because I was like, oh, do these guys have something special? But no, they don't. Just agitated. The Urdivier guys have a funny one that just... I don't remember what it does, but... It was a sandy symbol that had the Urdivier scarf on it, so that was funny to see, right? I like how, like, enemies have unique sanity, like, types and stuff now. It rarely ever makes too big a difference. I mean, they've had it for a while, but, like, there's different icons and stuff for them, and you can overwrite it with Echoes of the Manor. Wonder if Earl King will have a unique effect like that, where you can just change someone's sanity type. I wouldn't be surprised. Could be funny. We'll take more cost. It might be nice to have. Yeah, we get another event here. Cool. Oh. This isn't this isn't the new event. What is this guy doing here? Well, you think you're part of the team, don't you? Let me get one more event here. Hopefully we get the Pocket Watch one now. We don't think so. Your David City Unite. Who will deliver it? Yeah, who's gonna, be like, your David Unite? Do you get a buff? Rodion +7, yeah. Your DV faction member +7. Okay, that's cool. Funny to see. Eurodivia and Rodion just get straight up benefits for this one. Chalice of Trickle Down. Okay. When an attack with skills that inflict potency in the class inflict tremor potency tremor count, Eurodivia identities get even more benefit. The effect identity clashes against targets with higher offense levels. Clash power +2, deal more damage. Cool. Sure thing. Can we get one of the new EU gifts potentially? Can I do a tremor refresh for them, maybe? I can get you a skill 3. I guess that's something. Yeah, the event stuff doesn't seem to show up on this floor, maybe. I don't know. I don't actually know what it is, so... I might not be able to fuse or anything. Alright, that's fine. I'll look into it like another time. I haven't seen anyone actually talking about the specifics of it yet, so I'm just completely going off on a whim. But, like, there's probably a fusion gift. I know there is. Let's see how this boss fight's gonna work. So yeah, it's this version of the fight. Are you gonna do the thing at half HP? You don't have the passive for it, so I don't know. It was 60% HP in particular as well, so... Let's just prepare for a funny next turn, I think. Yeah, it works. Save our funnies for next turn, yeah, sure. Oh, this dodge is gonna be annoying, that's right. You want to ego the dodge, I think. Yeah, sure. That'll work. Kind of like that idea. Sure, roll with that, why not? It's probably good enough. Probably need to rack up some scores the random guy, actually. That was probably a misplay on my part. I guess I didn't want to reduce the tremor count on Time Ripper itself. Right? I don't know. We get our binds off. So, in case you forgot what I mentioned earlier, we're doing this to purposely get Heathcliff a bunch of bind on himself so that he isn't going to be very fast next turn, so he goes fairly late. He will get a skill 3 next turn as well, so that'll be nice. We can, you know, stack funny tremor types. And of course, Hong Lu gets this going. He just got dodged. Okay, Time Ripper just dodged it. That's not good. No, he didn't? Huh? Oh, is it on... No, it's an on-hit, right? No, he didn't get the effect. Okay, I thought he did for a second there. He dodged entirely. I guess I must have seen the videos or something. Yeah, that's fine then. We aren't necessarily doomed yet. Will Everlasting... We'll overwrite it. Yeah. That's fine. Because it's going to be funny anyways, because we'll get, like, a bunch of shin. We got a good daring decision at least, right? That's the important part. And we're going for the full sloth resonance just because I want to get the 5 sloth resonance going. It's as simple as that. I could have just blocked with Rodion, but like Pursuance, might as well, right? We've got plenty of resources. We've got plenty of sanity to spend. It'll do good enough damage. It doesn't have a Tremor Burst on it, you know. Mursos is the one that has a Tremor Burst on it, but funny everlasting time. See how this goes, right? You know, casual 20 Tremor Potency, 20 Tremor Count, because, you know, why not? He doesn't even need it at this point. But it means you've got a lot more count, so the double Tremor thing is easier to trigger. But it doesn't matter, because we're about to replace... Oh, no, we're not. We don't replace it, because this is a... Because of how superposition works. You're in superposition now, so that means every Tremor type from now on just gets added to the stack. So if I wanted to, I could have gotten every Tremor type going at the same turn, but then I wouldn't have gotten the daring decision, which would have been unfortunate. So what is the everlasting... What's the visual cue in everlasting triggers? Oh, you do go into second phase. Alright, that's good to know. So we can't quite burst you down. Do you go into third phase, though? That's the next question. Yeah, shame we paired a funny turn and then it was all for naught. But that's alright. You're fastest. Oh, that's good. That's really good. We're doing this again. Just immediately, because why not? Which part do we want to go for? Rightmost? Sure thing. Good execution sentencing. We don't really want to, though, I don't think. Doesn't particularly benefit us. Here we go. This will be funny, though. Might as well, right? Like I was saying. Stack a stupid amount of Tremor, potentially. You dodged. Oh, that's a different part dodge. That's fine. I was like, I got really annoyed for a second, but then I remembered it's got 5 different parts, right? So it's a little confusing. Yeah, now we get a fairly strong Daring User. Not the most insane one because you don't have a stupid amount of Tremor quite yet. But still pretty good. This one brain is getting, demolished for the bit. Shame we don't have, like, Commemorative Coin or something. I guess Commemorative Coin doesn't trigger for the Faust Ego, though, which is funny to think about, because it is a multi-coin. Yeah, now the real funny part happens. Everlasting, and because of it, we do trigger the superposition, so Tremor goes back to normal next turn, but this will be probably a lot of damage, even if you only have, like, 30 Tremor, right? Still pretty good. You get the double Tremor versus triple Tremor versus it's fairly likely. Not the highest, but like, there's a decent chance you get a couple of them. Not that I can tell. There's a little bit too much going on the screen. That did 12,000 damage, though, so, I assume you got a couple Tremor bursts, right? Just a few. Yeah, he's at 350 HP. I assume we can just kill you now, then. Oh, the other parts still have Tremor Reverb. And that's something, at least. Alright, one last turn for the bit, right? If you somehow manage to survive till the end of this turn, you would have every single Tremor type. We've got this, we've got the Binds, we've got the Execution Sentencing, we got the Wailing. So yeah, this is all 4 Tremor types in one turn. You probably just die, though. Also, we're gonna get, like, almost exclusively Tails on Everlasting, but it doesn't make that big of a difference, I don't think. Not gonna do stupid amounts of damage, but you're gonna get a bunch of Tremor bursts off, which will be still funny. Shame there's no more, Tremor, Reverb, though. Yeah. Without Reverb, this doesn't do near as much damage. You still die, so I'm not too concerned. Did we not trigger the thing there? Huh? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong part. Okay, yeah, we did trigger it. And you die. So yeah, pretty cool. That was a little annoying that we're gonna fight this boss a lot of times, and it's annoying that he's got like a little checkpoint in the middle where all your stuff gets cancelled for the turn. 1 damage, that's interesting. Yeah, that's fine. You did the most damage. I really wonder why. Yeah, it's a little bit of a strong ego, isn't it? And we should get a decent amount of pocket watches for that, right? Yeah, 400. That's pretty good. We get our lunacy, we get our levels, all that good stuff. All that good stuff, right? No daily pulls to do today, of course, because I did them last night since the banner released and stuff. We get to get this stuff, though. Good things, good things. Bunch more boxes, make up for the ones I had to spend. Yeah, the box number goes down, but it's still pretty high. And we can also... That's the wrong button. I need to wait till it moves. There we go. And we can just get, like... I guess we can just get the rest of those. And some of the XP tickets. Yeah, all that's really left is the decorative stuff, which shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, anyways, new IDs are cool. It's nice to have Honolulu with a Tremor ID for the sake of Cavernous Wailing. I still don't really like Cavernous Wailing that much, but I like the existence of Tremor. I like the existence of entanglement makes me feel better about it, I guess, right? I kind of wish it was an entanglement from the beginning with Cavernous Wailing, because it just being able to keep on going is a little stupid. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!